Before there was time, there was no before. No space to stretch into, no light to pierce the dark. No atoms, no stars, no galaxies, not even emptiness. For emptiness itself needs dimensions to occupy, and dimensions had not yet arrived. There was only a singularity, a point smaller than anything we can imagine, infinite in density, unfathomably hot. A place where the known laws of physics collapse into mystery, where space and time are one and none. But from this paradox, something happens. In an instant so brief we can barely comprehend it, the singularity doesn't explode. It expands. And in that expansion, time begins. It is not an explosion in space. It is the expansion of space. The very fabric of reality stretching outward from a single point, though there is no point of origin, for space itself is being born in every direction. This is the Big Bang. We begin our journey at the very first instant, 0 seconds. In the smallest fraction of time imaginable, less than a trillionth of a trillionth of a trillionth of a second, the universe undergoes a radical growth spurt known as cosmic inflation. The universe inflates faster than the speed of light, expanding from smaller than a proton to the size of a grapefruit. It does this in less time than it takes light to cross an atomic nucleus. Space doesn't expand into something. It creates the very dimensions it stretches into. The energy of this expansion isn't smooth. Quantum fluctuations, tiny random disturbances in energy, ripple across the infant universe. These ripples become the seeds of all future structure. Where energy is slightly denser, gravity will one day pull matter into stars, galaxies, and eventually, life. As cosmic inflation ends, the energy that powered it transforms, a conversion of raw potential into a boiling ocean of particles and forces. The universe is now just a fraction of a second old, 10 to the negative 35th power seconds, and temperatures are so high that even light cannot travel freely. It is a storm of chaos, yet within it, order is born. The four fundamental forces of nature, gravity, electromagnetism, the strong nuclear force, and the weak nuclear force, begin to emerge. First to split from the unity is gravity, followed by the strong nuclear force. The others will soon follow. Out of pure energy, matter is born. Tiny particles called quarks flicker into existence, alongside electrons, neutrinos, and photons, the messengers of light. Yet for every particle, an opposite, antimatter, arises. When they meet, they annihilate each other in a burst of pure energy. And yet, somehow a small imbalance. For every billion antimatter particles, there are 1,000,000,001 matter particles. That one survives. We are made of those survivors. We are now at 10 to the negative 6th power seconds, 1 microsecond old. The universe has cooled just enough for quarks to be held together by the strong nuclear force. They form protons and neutrons, the building blocks of atomic nuclei. The newborn universe is dense, hotter than the core of any star will ever be. It is a soup of particles, constantly colliding, transforming, annihilating. Electrons zip through a fog of photons, neutrinos escape, barely interacting with anything. This is not the calm, starry universe we know. This is a churning, luminous inferno, bright but blinding, fast but directionless. Yet within it, destiny is taking shape. Every second that ticks forward allows complexity to rise. As expansion continues, the universe cools further. By 0.1 seconds, the weak nuclear force decouples, allowing neutrinos to break free. These ghostly particles will travel the universe forever, barely touching matter. Billions of them pass through your body each second. Now the universe is 1 second old. Temperatures have fallen to around 10 billion degrees. Still searing, but now low enough for new rules to apply. The first atomic nuclei will soon begin to form. Hydrogen, helium, a trace of lithium. No atoms yet, will take thousands of years before electrons are slow enough to be captured. But the framework is there. The particles exist. The laws of physics are established. Time flows in one direction, from order to entropy, from hot to cold, from simplicity to complexity. In this 1 second, the universe has become real. Matter exists, time ticks, expansion proceeds. In the next few minutes, protons and neutrons will combine to form the nuclei of the first elements. Hydrogen will dominate, the simplest and most abundant element in the universe. But the universe remains opaque. Light cannot travel far, trapped in a fog of high-energy particles. It will take 380,000 years before the cosmos becomes transparent, when atoms finally capture electrons and light is free to roam. Those ancient photons still exist. They are the cosmic microwave background, the afterglow of the Big Bang. We can detect them today, a faint whisper from the beginning of time. The story doesn't end here. It is only the first page. Gravity will pull matter together to form stars. Stars will forge heavier elements in their cores. Some will die in spectacular supernovae, scattering those elements into space. New stars, new worlds will form. Around one such star, a pale blue planet. And on that planet, beings will one day ask, where did we come from? They will look back, study light, measure space, bend time, and they will discover that in the first second of existence, the script of the universe was written, not in words, but in forces, in matter, in time. In the span of 1 second, the universe became, from a timeless singularity to a roiling sea of potential, from nothing to everything. That second shaped every galaxy, every planet, every heartbeat. The atoms in your body, the air you breathe, the light you see, all trace their origin to this first moment. Time began, and with it, the possibility of memory, of change, of life. You are not separate from this story. You are the latest chapter. If this journey stirred wonder in your soul, there's so much more to explore. Subscribe and join us as we walk the timelines of the cosmos, from the birth of stars to the edges of time itself. Like, share, reflect. The stars are not silent. They are telling a story, and it begins in the first second.